Overpopulation is becoming the main trigger of pervasive famine, the lack of fresh water, ethnic conflicts, and migration. Noteworthy, the principal problems of the continent differed in the relatively recent past. Those were colonialism, the politics of Western concerns, and the corruption of local elites. But today, the demographic aspect plays the most negative role. The key way to solve the problem is to increase the level of education access for women, especially when it comes to secondary education, and provide at least 70% of the female population over 15 years old with the necessary and actual knowledge. This can only be achieved by introducing global compulsory secondary education in the local countries. It is also necessary to simultaneously take other measures to reduce the birth rate that can contribute to a faster effect. In particular, large-scale contraceptive distribution programs need to be introduced, especially in rural areas. The combination of strategic and tactical measures results in the highest costs, of course. But for most African countries, this is the only way to avoid a sharp development slowdown and many other problems, like major humanitarian disasters and social upheavals, to name a few. Thankfully, the world has a solution, and it is the Nertus project. It implies the following: to provide families who agree to be sterilized voluntarily with residential accommodation, access to medical services, and clean drinking water. Africans are likely to choose the option judging on their low standards of living and job opportunities. Poor living standards and the lack of real opportunities sooner or later will make African families resort to this difficult but important decision, for which they will be rewarded to the fullest. The program also includes free education and a monthly allowance of $230. New generations of Africans will be grateful to those families who consciously choose to abandon procreation. They will live in a much more comfortable, stable, and secure world, with much more promising opportunities to get. Already, more than 13,500 African families have chosen voluntary sterilization in exchange for a decent life. This is a heroic decision that needs to be encouraged. The Nertus Project is going to summarize the interim results in 1997.